Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to more lonely older women on TikTok. Let's get right into it.
As a newly single mother that might potentially be entering the dating field in her 40s, here's a list of 5 things I will not be doing. Number 1, bringing a man around my kids anytime soon. I'll be honest with you, that is my biggest concern. Probably one of the main reasons why I stayed in a really toxic relationship was because the person I was in a relationship with is my baby's dad, all my kids' dad.
Oh, look at that. You were in a toxic relationship with the man you have kids with. And you think we're excited to meet them? You think we want to meet them? Girl, you doing us a favor. Keep them kids to your goddamn self.
And they love him. And the idea of me being out there again and potentially opening them up to meeting somebody new is scary. And you hear a lot of horror stories, and I'm praying about that.
And the horror stories is why it's not worth dating a single mom, because it comes with that extra layer of baggage of little kids who could possibly, I'm not saying they're going to, but they could possibly lie on you to get their way, right? And who are you going to believe, me or your kids? You're not going to believe me, right? So again, not worth it.
We will have to be damn near engaged. And I probably will be conducting all kinds of checks and make sure this person is the one before I even introduce them to my kids. And here's the thing, I don't even know where I'm going to have time for that. You got to have time to be able to do that. And that's one thing I don't have is time. So that's
why do y'all single moms think everybody trying to meet your kids? We don't care about your kids. Shit, I try to tell y'all, don't put your kids on the dating apps. We don't care about them. I see a girl, she's holding up a daughter on her dating app. Girl, why are you doing that? I see another girl, she's playing with her son on a dating app. Why are you doing that? We don't want your kids. Your kids didn't actually be on a dating app. And they damn sure ain't trying to date us too, right? I'm a package. I'm a package goods. So if you want me, we're a package deal. Yeah, well, it's a horrible deal with a lot of weight. Okay.
Number 1. Number 2, I'm not going to be dating somebody that doesn't have their own place to live. Y'all know how I feel about that. If a man cannot take care of himself, he is not ready for a relationship, especially if we're in our 40s. Number 3, I will not be making a whole lot of changes to myself to appeal to somebody.
Loser. So why should anyone date you? You're not gonna change. I'm not gonna change for you. I'm gonna stay this way. Listen, clown face, you don't get whatever you want on the dating market. Now that you're about to creep back on the dating market and you got some bum ass toxic dude as a baby father of all your kids, what you think? You out here, you could just afford whatever car in the lot? The high value man you want is the most expensive car in the lot. And let me tell you something, you don't got enough money. You don't got enough money.
You either like me or you don't. I realize I am not
We don't.
everybody's cup of tea. And I realize I am not everybody's cup of tea. And I'm okay with that. And just because I'm not one person's cup of tea doesn't mean I'm not a good cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
But if most people don't like that cup of tea, you're not a good cup of tea. A single woman who is divorced with 4 kids or 3 kids in her 40s is not a good cup of tea. Ain't nobody trying to sip that cold ass tea. Someone's gonna like me. This fallacy, someone needs to tell you. So I'm telling you right now, you are an attractive black woman. I understand. You probably feel like, you know what, I'm good looking, blah, blah. And you're probably thinking of yourself before you had kids. And you're thinking to yourself, I can command this, I can command that. I'm this type of girl. But here's the thing. You made a huge mistake, got pregnant by the wrong guy, and now you're back on the dating market. And all you're going to get is Brock. That's all you're going to get. Ain't nothing out here for you, not even bubblegum, girl. Just straight up Brock.
Some people love Indian food. Some people hate Indian food. Doesn't mean Indian food's good or bad. It just means it's in the eye of the beholder. At this age, I am who I am. You want me or you don't. Number 4, I am not going to be entertaining somebody who is a perpetual victim in all the relationships he's ever had. Here's the truth. At the end of the day, you're the common denominator. If you picked wrong, if you did things, we're human. But you got to own it. Not everybody is the villain and you were the victim. I can't do victims. I can't. I have to have somebody in my life
You don't have to have nobody, girl. Who do you think is lining up to date you? They'll smash you. They will clap your cheeks left and right, day and night. But who is lining up to date you? That's why you're on TikTok talking about this, because had you been able to do this on your own without even coming to TikTok, you would have just, if anything, you would have just came to TikTok with your man. You would have came to TikTok with the receipts. But instead, you complaining to us, swerving your finger around. You don't understand this. You don't understand this. So listen here, Tuts. Okay? The best you could possibly do on the dating market right now, you already have. Yeah, that's your baby daddy. That is the best opportunity for you. But you hate him, even though you said the kids love him. So you're going to find out, just like Tia Mari. Tia Mari went back to her husband. Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't hear about that, right? She's famous. A lot of people know her, and she's fit. And they have, 2 kids. And she was struggling. All people do, the only thing she could find was Brock. That's all she could find. Big black Brock. And now she went right back to her husband. I'm recommending you do the same thing, girl. I know you're unhappy, but you don't look beaten. I don't see no black eyes. He's toxic, but maybe y'all both feminine. I don't know. A lot of women love beta men until it's too late.
Life that takes accountability for who and what they are. Last but not least, number 5, I will not fight for no man.
And so how do you expect to get a high value man if you don't want to compete for him? I would love to see how this makes sense. You want him to compete for you, right? Because you want to have a roster, right? I seen a single mom out there yesterday. What was it? A meme talking about, oh yeah, nowadays you got to have a roster, girl. You got to have a roster, girl. And by the way, this is Six to Goddess. I respect Six to Goddess. I think she wrote a great book. I didn't read it, but I recommended it to another girl that needed some femininity. But either way, long story short, she pretty much said that girls have to have rosters now, have rotations now. So you want us to compete for you, but you don't want to compete for us. And we're the ones that are the prize because we could provide and protect you. And by the way, what are you offering? I haven't heard about one thing you're going to give to a man, but you have all these requirements. It's so sad. You know what I'm saying? All these clown faces, fake hair wearing, bat eyelashes, out here with fake blushes. Black people don't blush. So you got lipstick on your face. I know how y'all do. You gotta take the lipstick and dot it on your face and then use the brush, right? So I don't get it. What do y'all think? You're gonna get the top of the top guy? You don't get the top of the top guy.
If a man puts me in a position where I have to fight for his attention with another female, he is not the one for me.
Then buy a dog, die alone. Die alone. I don't understand why y'all think we work as men to become high value just to chase you. You want a man that has his own place, right? You want a man that takes accountability, right? But then you also want a man to chase you. Why? Why am I chasing a woman in her 40s with 3-4 kids? Please explain to me. Someone, I'm so tired of hearing this. Explain to me, why would I chase a woman in her 40s with 3 kids? That's divorce. Why? And she got an attitude like you. Why would I do that? You can't even read the room. You don't even understand that nobody out here really wants you. Your cup of tea is cold, it's old, and nobody wants it.
I'm not about to waste one breath, and I mean one breath, on a man that is considering me versus someone else. I'll help you pick, sir. Pick her.
So you want a man that has no options, but he's well-to-do, he's attractive, right? He lives on his own. Please tell me, how many men you know like this? Even me, I don't even got the money. I'm getting the money now because of YouTube. My YouTube's popping. By the way, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video and hit the notifications button so you don't miss any piece of content that I'm about to drop. But I'm 37. I just turned 37. Just celebrated a birthday. Why me in my 30s would date someone like you? It makes no sense.
So I'm feeling very deflated. Been single for about 4 years and off and on dating apps, and supposed to have lunch with somebody today and didn't confirm, but just went to go check and he disconnected from the chat, and it is what it is. But it's like, I'm a single mom, I have a dog, I own a business, and I'm like, I don't really go out. It's like, how do you meet people?
You don't. It's over. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to be. But a lot of women have to understand. I hope a lot of women start watching my videos and start to see that this is what's going to happen to them if they don't cooperate and get their life in order at a young age. As women, the hardest thing about being a woman is you have to figure out your life early on, right? You have to make some strong choices as a woman as soon as you hit puberty. Some strong choices. As men, we can fool around, wake up, you know what I'm saying, goof off our 20s, goof off our 30s, wake up in our 40s and get our life together. Women, if you do that, it's a recipe for disaster. A lot of these women are actually well-meaning to do women. They got degrees. She said she got a business. She has kids. She did something right, but she chose poorly, and now she thinks she could get back on the dating market and get somebody. And boy, oh boy, was she, or is she, in for a rude awakening.
The online stuff is not working. It's just so much energy for no reward whatsoever. Like, how are you supposed to meet people? Like, I'm seriously asking a question. How are you supposed to meet people? Dating apps are just a joke.
I recommend the gym, but you don't you go to the gym, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, go to a singles event so you can meet other women that have the same problem and y'all can become friends. Let's bring back the golden girl era where women live together and cohabitate, because apparently you guys can't figure out how to get along with men.
I just got back from a first date with a guy I met online, and I swore off online dating like a year ago, but I just had this feeling I should try again, and it wasn't bad. It was actually like, I matched with one guy. I think I'm done with the app because they're all gross. Like, he was a good match and it was a good date. I had a really nice time. Great guy. He was cuter than his pictures. Like, I would go out with him again. I just feel, I don't know if it's my age or the fact that I have 3 kids, but I am just so set in my...
Or both. You're older and you got 3 kids. Nothing about this screams exciting. Nothing.
Ways now. I feel just so set in my ways now. I feel like there's just like a comfort level to my life now that I feel like it would take a lot for me to change that. And I would love a partner, I would love, what are my animals doing right now? Like, what is happening? I would love some companionship, somebody to share my life with. But it's just like, I feel like I'm...
Look at your dog. He said, you talking about looking for somebody. Girl, I'm right here. He's licking his lips. Clearly, when the cameras are off, he be all up in your face and you be reciprocating. Clearly. So he's trying to figure out, why you acting different now that the camera's on, girl? You know what I'm saying? We already know you buy a dog. Now it's time to die alone. Okay? A lot of women, it's so funny. You guys are older. You have less value just from the fact that you're older. You have less value on the dating market. I know you don't like this, but guess what? You guys shame men when they're younger, saying we only date older guys. Older guys. Well, guess what? Now we're the older guys, and now what we're going to tell you? We only date younger girls. So you're older. You're stubborn. You're fixed. You're stuck. You don't want to change. The other girl says she's not going to work for a man. You want a man. You want the man that you want to have he has the door wide open for you. Come on in, baby. He got it wide open for you. He just, you know what? He literally grew on a tree. He just waiting for you to pick him. That's it. He's actually waiting for you to pick him. You talking about him picking you. He wants you to pick him. So I say that to say, this fallacy that women have chose to believe, and it's your choice, you don't have to believe this, that women have chose to believe is why they're here right now on TikTok with a dog trying to kiss them while they're making their video. Yeah.
I feel like, can we not? Thank you. I feel like, look at, I've got a zoo. I've got a freaking zoo here. I've got a zoo. I've got 3 kids.
And you got animals on the bed, girl. That is gross. Listen, I know not all white people do this, and you know some white people do it, and maybe even some black people do it. This is disgusting. Animals shed, and you got them in your bed, and I guarantee you don't wash your sheets every night. So you're gross. She's the kind of girl you go to her house and you're eating food and you're pulling animal hair out your freaking mouth. There's people like that. They're animal. I seen a girl. She had some peanut butter. Her cat jumped up on the counter. You know, she's about to make a peanut butter and bread. The cat wanted a lick of peanut butter. She gave the cat a lick of peanut butter and then went back to dipping the knife inside the peanut butter and scraping the bread. I don't know if this is a white person thing. If it is, white people, please let me know why. Why do you let dogs lay in the bed with you? You guys have a strange relationship with animals. Yeah, some of them are pets. Some of them are food. Some of them sleep in your bed. Weird.
Past, I have my ex-husband. I have, my dysfunctional family. I have my, my story, my sobriety. Like, I'm not a floaty 18-year-old. I'm like a full-on grown-ass adult with this like full life. But mostly, it's more of like, I don't know if I'm insecure about that. I guess I'm just figuring it out. But I am so set in my ways now. It's like, I love my mornings. I love my evenings. I love the way I eat my own food. I love my space. I love putting on my makeup alone. So it's like, how does somebody fit into all of that? And
They don't, because we're not trying to fit into your... This is the problem. Oh my God, this is the problem. Women want captains, but they want to hop on a captain's boat and make the captain audition for them. Baby, I'm the captain. I'm already on the boat. If you got a boat and you're the captain, I'm going to let you know right now. I am not trying to be a passenger. Okay? I'm not trying to live in your space. I'm not trying to live in your frame. Hell no. You just said that you're a recovering alcoholic. You're sober now. You got a dysfunctional family. You got pets that lay in your bed. Lots of them. You're older. You have 3 kids. Is this your unique selling proposition? Like, clearly you're horrible at marketing. You're horrible at marketing. You're horrible. And this video has 13,000 likes. 3,000 comments. A bunch of people that know you're not the one. You're not the one. One of the comments says, Marcos Moss says, getting married young is like starting a small business. Getting married in your 40s is like merge of 2 major corporations. Yeah, I guess. Except for, a lot of major corporations never merge. Right? It'd be nice. Right? But the corporations that should merge, they end up just competing each other out of business. Right? Netflix could have merged with Blockbuster, but they said, we'd rather just put you out of business instead. Right? Another comment says, AM says, your animals are like, hello, we're your partners. And then she responded like, totally my true commands. Yeah, you already got, look, you got companions. You probably got a rose. You probably got, a dildo, right? If you want D, go to a bar. Just get your guts rearranged. If you want D. That a lot of these girls, you shouldn't want no husband. You shouldn't want to be married. You should just really want D here and there. You should want D here and there, and maybe a guy that could spend time with to go to events and stuff like that. But all you really need is that Brock. That's all you really need. I don't know if you like big black Brock. I don't know. But I'm not here to offer anything to you. But I'm sure if you go to a bar somewhere where you're at night, looking hot, sleazy dress, in your 40s, the older chick trying to get her groove back, right? And you just approach men, you'll get laid. But you know what they really want? They don't want that. They don't want that. Well, I know women, I understand women don't even want intimacy as much as we do. Some of them do. Some of them are freaks. I won't lie. Some women get older and they're super freaky. But a lot of that freakiness is that they just want validation. They just want attention. This is why they're here online with their story. This is why I have a career. Female delusion is why I have a career. Because I get on here, I make these videos reacting to some of the craziest things these women say, and I get paid to do it. And honestly, I enjoy it. It is very entertaining. This is very entertaining to watch how delusional people could be en masse. I never thought this many people were this delusional. There's so many of them.
Question to my 40 and over people. What are y'all single 40 and over people doing on Saturday nights? How do you guys spend your Saturdays? Because I'm home in my bed.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Me, personally, I'm not 40. I'm 37. But, you know, I just bought a brand new, you guys can't see it, but I just bought a brand new monitor. It came in yesterday. I'm really happy about it. It's one of those curved monitors. So, you know, I spend my time thinking about how to improve my business, how to improve my videos. I'm not thinking about hanging out, going on a week. For what? For what? As a man, we're entering our prime in our 40s. So if we're not grinding, if we're still trying to chase tail, we're losing. So things that were cute when you're in your 20s and 30s, like being broke in your 20s, cool. 30s, not cool. 40s, unacceptable. So no, we're not hanging out looking for something to do like you are. Look, you're an attractive girl, but it seems like you got a tattoo on your chest. Unacceptable. So look, you're 40 and you're single. Best of luck, baby girl. Just date a brokey. Date a beta man that you can control. You won't be completely happy, but you won't be completely miserable either, right? You'll figure it out. Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.